Let's go, guys. This is the Tatum Talk Show, guys, man. I'm your host, Derek Tatum, where good is the enemy of great. I got a special show for y'all today. Man, I got my guy, Buck Fitzgerald, my co-host from Cashville, Tennessee. But, man, I got two Atlanta legends, like real talk, two Atlanta legends. I got Brandy Outlaw right here, man. Like he's is known for, he's touched a lot of students all over the city. Anybody that you know that plays football, any sports, I promise you, they know who Mr. Outlaw is. Then I got my guy, friend of mine's, man, Josh Smith. He actually is mentors my son. My son plays with him. Great man, husband, father. Played for the Hawks. Played for a 13-year NBA career. Should have been longer. Should have been probably a 4 or 5-time All-Star, man. But that's politics. We know how that go. But I got my guy Josh Smith, man. How y'all doing over here, man, Josh?
Blessed, coach. Blessed, coach. Blessed.
Good,
Blessed
man.
be alive.
Man, so man, I want to start it off, man. Like Brandy first, man. Give me your story, man. Like how'd you end up here, you know, in Atlanta, and how'd you end up where you at professionally?
Well, coach, man, first of all, of course, you know, I always tell you, man, I thank you and salute you for everything y'all do for the community and everything you got going on, coach. I get it honestly. I was born into the game. Shouts out to my OG, my dad, Coach Outlaw, basketball legend. So I came up watching him give back to the community, watching him plant seeds and reap them harvests for planting seeds, and seeing what one life changed from love, from empowerment, from coaching. I seen what one person does and how big one person can become and make a difference. And that just, I mean, I grew up with it, so I come up with it. So with that being said, of course, not shine down from the pressure of having a great father, legendary father. I said, how can I take what he's done and expand it,
right,
and become not even as just as great as he is, but greater. But how could I do it? And I knew that he taught me how to be strong. So he taught me how to be strong. So I took that strength. Then with my love of football, embarked it, grew, played football at Lithonia, played football at Clark Atlanta, went to the military, went direct twice.
Okay.
And I knew that the common denominator through anything I've done in life is I'm strongest. And it's not I'm strongest just physically, I'm strongest mentally and spiritually. So I knew that strength took me through all adversities in my life. And I knew if I could give that strength back to our youth and people just in general, then I can make my greatest impact on the world. And that's how I got started. I got started just being around some great men, great coaches. Coach Ball, legendary Coach Ball, he's still down there at Stevenson getting people strong. You know what I mean? Just some OG coaches.
Yeah.
I known Josh, I don't want to say probably his whole life, but I want to say like his whole life because my dad,
Small world.
my dad, I'm telling you, my
Definitely know
dad,
your pops.
yes, my dad is the proprietor of one of the proprietors of the AAU basketball scene in Atlanta. So he started Team Georgia, and I just remember as young, we going to the car. He like, man, it's this kid. He went over there with Collier. I tried to get him to come over there with me. I'm going to get him. He said, I might get him, but he said, we got to go watch him play. So I remember getting in the car with my dad, going to watch Josh play.
Wow.
And this is like 4 or 5 different car rides. I done drove different places going to watch him play. So it's a blessing, man. I just come from good men, strong men, trying to make a difference in the community. And I seen how that seed that they planted to make a difference in these kids' lives, that it grew and blessed their life with their families, their kids. And I'm blessed. I have 7 kids.
7 kids.
I got 7, coach, and a grandbaby, coach.
Oh man.
My oldest daughter just got married over summertime. Shouts out to the #1 guard in the NFL, Jamar Sarr, Go Dogs. That's
wow.
my son-in-law for the Chargers.
Oh, wow.
So that's my #1 NFL player.
That's crazy.
Yes. So it's been a
I
blessing.
didn't know you that old, man.
Oh yeah, I'm that old, coach. I just look like this, coach. I got a grandbaby, coach.
That's
6
crazy.
girls and 1 boy, coach.
That's crazy.
So it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and now I'm just an example. I'm just a tool in the tool belt. That if you want to help get your kids stronger, it's people out here who will help them.
Yeah.
And not just physically strong, but your kid has to be mentally strong
Right.
and spiritually strong to make it in life, not in just sports, but
Yeah.
in anything they choose
Right.
to do. They got to be able to face adversity and be great in chaos.
Wow.
And that's my driving point. I believe to be strong in everything you do, coach. Strong in everything you do. If you choose strength and love, it's nothing they won't get you through. It's nothing. I am proof. I've seen a lot. I come from Bruce Street, Lithonia. I come from the East Side. I come from humble beginnings, as a lot of us have.
Yeah.
And God has blessed me to use a talent and a love to go to college, expound on it, go grow,
Yeah.
find a beautiful queen,
Yeah.
have a beautiful family,
Facts.
and grow my
Facts.
business with my city, in my city, with kids in the community that look like me and come from where I come from, coach. And I'm just proof that you can do it. You can give back. You don't have to matriculate to where they say a high income area, because I represent the hoods and the good parts
Tell
of
them.
Atlanta.
Talk,
I do
coach.
represent that.
Talk, coach.
And God will bless you giving back to your people. I am proof that He will bless you. I have kids. All three of my daughters went to school, went to college, played. I have little kids. They're in the parks at Gresham Park and at
Yeah.
Stonecrest. They're playing
Yeah.
right now. And it's a blessing that my clientele looks like me.
Yeah.
My clientele looks like me, coach, and it's a blessing. And I think not only to see the landscape of just sports grow in the city, but training and young men and stars giving back and stuff like that. They paint a lot of the negative stuff, coach.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of great kings and queens in the city of Atlanta from here that give back to the neighborhood and the community to make this thing keep going and make the landscape grow. And it has grown. I've seen it grow.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question. It's a two-part question. How did your dad influence you? And then how did your wife influence you to be where you at right now?
So my dad, man, everybody know my dad. 2 Chainz did a song, Born Threat. He said he got the beef rule. He got it from Coach Outlaw. My dad comes from a small town in North Carolina. And what my dad told me is, if you believe in God and yourself, can't nobody stop you. So just having a man like that with a belief and a warrior type mindset. My dad was a Marine, so I come from a coach that a hard coach.
Yeah.
I know a lot of y'all parents have a problem with people cussing and this day and time, but I come from a hard coach with no excuse. I come from the wipe your tear coach. Wipe your face. Cut the tears out, man. Stuff you hurt, you got to keep going. So my dad taught me to be strong and set a goal and accomplish the goal. He told me to get education. I know we tell our kids through in social media and stuff, it's a lot of platforms that allow you to get money. But he told me to go get education, go to school, because it's going to broaden your horizon. And it's going to open up doors that just sports can't open up. So he said, go seek education. He told me read books. Read as many books as I can. He said, because they hide the truth in the books. So he told me to read, get an education, and be strong until the day I die. He said, keep yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually strong till the day I die. And the second part, Cole, man, my wife, Brandy Outlaw, I've known her since I was 12 years old. She from the East Side, too. Both our folks from Lithonia. She just went to Southwest, and I went to Lithonia. But, Coach, when you get, I tell all these kings, I'm going to let y'all know this now. Y'all can get a lot of advice, but the woman you pick to marry and have kids with is going to be the greatest decision
Your life.
in your life. If they tell you anything
we all can
else,
say that.
they're
We all can
wrong.
attest to that.
Because she allows me to be me and do me fully every day. I don't have no stress. I ain't going home arguing. I go home and get plugged in, like you plug in your Tesla,
Right.
or y'all plug in your car. I go home and get plugged in, and I leave the house on 100% every single day. That's why I'm unstoppable, because my wife gonna take care of my family. She's gonna make sure that they running. Everybody is programmed to, we got to go to practice. Who got to be here? Who gonna be there? So that's gonna nourish me, because I'm a man. I have goals. I want to grow. We all men. We want to see our kids and stuff grow.
Yeah.
So she making sure they're on point and progressing. And then all I have to do is go provide, be me, give back, set up blessings and plant seeds for our family, We all run a team. But my wife come from a coach. That's something. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Get you a woman who understands sports, who plays sports. Because my wife come from a coach, so she know
Yeah.
her part and my part. If we both doing our part, and that part is successful, and we do it with vigor and energy, we unstoppable, coach. Can't beat this team, coach. Can't beat this team,
That's
coach.
not that. See, that's what I want to hear, man. Because I want to piggyback on that when I'm gonna talk to Josh, man. So Josh, like, talk to me about your beginnings, man. Like how did you make it to the NBA? Because you didn't just make it because you was tall, bro. Like I seen you on a first time I ever seen you, it was on a little reality show. It was you and Dwight Howard, and y'all was about to play in some little All-Star game, and you was talking to your dad was like, your dad was like, so you got Dwight Howard on the other team, and then he was like, well, who are you? You was like, I'm the best. I'm the best. And I was like, okay, you do a little different. He was like, well, why do you think you're the best? And you explain to your dad why you're the best. And I'm like, all right, so the path is he got a father figure in his life. So like, okay, so like explain to me, man, like your beginnings and how you end up to make it to the NBA.
I mean, back then it took a lot of like, determination. I had to say like, you got to visualize things back then as a kid, especially when you come from nothing. You watch. Didn't have cable, so I'm watching. I can only watch like the finals. So people always, people. When I got to the league, they was asking me about other players I didn't know. I have no knowledge of because I didn't have the means to be able to watch them. So I'm watching.
That's
I'm
crazy.
watching. So like Michael Jordan was my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching him, watching the Chicago Bulls. Anytime they're on like the regular channels. So I'm going outside mimicking what I see during the games. You know what I'm saying? So no trainer. We didn't even have the money to get a trainer. My dad drove trucks. My mom was she did hair growing up. And my dad was fighting addictions of drugs too.
Damn.
So throughout that whole process, and he still was a real father, fighting demons, and
Damn. I didn't know that.
stayed with me, taught me the game mentally, helped me with helped me mentally. My mom was, we grew up in the church, so faith was definitely played a big part of the reason why, I made it. It was four of us, two sisters, one brother. I'm the second to the youngest. So, I mean, my path to the NBA was it wasn't easy, but God definitely was with me every step of the way for sure.
Yeah, but you wasn't ranked though, man, when you was young, bro. Like you was kind of I would say a late bloomer. You had the skill set, but nobody really knew about you like that.
They didn't. That's because I was always good, but like middle school, like my parents made it fun for me until it became a real business. So like middle school, I was playing with my best friend's AAU team. His dad was the coach. I'm just all over the place, just playing with a couple of different teams, having fun, and then ninth grade when I bumped into rest in peace Coach Prather, another legend, just like his father Outlaw. That I would kind of compare them similar type of people when it comes to getting people out of the inner city and all over the Georgia, pretty much Macon, going down to Albany, Columbus, Georgia, finding talent and basically giving them an opportunity to be able to be something in life, get a chance to go to college and get a chance to make it. And when I got on the team and we went to ABCD camp, that's when I seen my ranking. I didn't know what a ranking was until I was like ninth grade going to 10th grade, and it was like a pamphlet, and they had all these guys' names in the pamphlet, and I'm like, okay, I'll go to my year, and I'm like, hold on, I was ranked like 40th or something like that at the time, and I'm like, hell no, who are all these? So I'm looking at all these different names ahead of me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I got to see these guys, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way in hell they better than me. So that's when kind of like I paid attention to, okay, I got to lock in on that type of stuff. Like I don't know how much it matters, but I know that I'm supposed to be at the top of this list. You know, I don't like if it's a ranking, I'm supposed to be on there. That was my mindset.
But how hard you? But what? Tell me the work you put in though, man. Because I know. Listen, man. Basketball look like I think people see Steph Curry and they see that, and then now I see young boys doing that. But like the work, tell them the work that you had to put in to even get to that level, because it wasn't just because you was good. Like you had to work there. Talk about the work, bro.
I gotta like once again I gotta commend my father. He made the gym available for me, and then when it wasn't available, I used to hang out with my homeboys. We used to go to the courts outside. We used to go to the Marietta Rec when I was in middle school. We used to go play against older kids, like grown men, pretty much. And every day was something geared towards basketball. Like I did my work, I did my homework, went home, but after that it was like I need to get in the gym. So it was definitely it's harder. It was harder back then than it is now because you're basically training yourself back then. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is a trainer now. So
right.
everybody's a trainer. They've pretty much people have made that an occupation. So it's not he might not even be helping your kid translate what he's showing him onto the basketball court because it might be bullshit.
That's I see that a lot, man. So let's talk about once you got drafted, man. Like that feeling, and you got drafted by your hometown city, man. Like, tell me the good and the bad about that, because I know the good thing is I'm home, but the bad thing is I'm home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Turned up.
yeah.
We turned up like, oh, he at the house.
Going crazy.
Yeah. So it was this man, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot of excitement, but you got to understand, like, you know, when you're going down that path, it's kind of like, you know, your parents. It's like coming from like they gotta shelter you.
Yeah.
They gotta build structure in your life. So it's like, man, I wanna get the hell on so I can like get away. You know what I'm saying? So I can just experience life as an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not have my mom over my shoulder. I knew my dad was gonna be cool, but my mom just, you know, I didn't want her in my business. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something about the, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't want to bring a girl to the game. And, you know, your mom in the stands. You know what I mean? You know, she looking like, you know what I mean? Who's talking to my baby? So it's like I came out of high school, so I'm trying to experience
Still
life.
a boy though, because you got out of high school. You're
I'm
18
a boy,
years old.
but you know, I'm walking into a man's league. So it's like now I'm a man. So it's like now I have to. It's crazy, man. Like now that I think about it, being around these kids that are 18, I'm like, damn, how the hell did I do this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of kids that are 18 that is like, I know for a fact they wouldn't have been able to do what I did because all the distractions. Once you step into the league, it's like you're dealing with everybody's a professional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, females, guys that are trying to bring you business opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Guys that are trying to sell
females.
guys that are trying to sell you vehicles.
Yeah.
Trying to bring you business opportunities. Everybody's a professional, so it's hard to kind of. You have to come into every situation with this guy's full of shit before you kind of like, oh, I trust this kid, I trust this man, or I trust this lady, because you're gonna get more so of that than you're gonna get real. You know what I mean? And then the only people that are pretty much real are probably the ones that seen you through that process of when nobody else seen you or knew your name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so my question, and it seems to me that you had a pretty tight. You didn't have a big circle.
no, yeah,
And so,
absolutely.
how did that, at the beginning stages, how did that circle expand, retract? How did you make those decisions? Because you were 18 and you had a small circle. So, who managed that? How did you navigate that?
Wow, that's
I mean, you got to navigate it for yourself at that point because your parents did enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as a man, making all that money and being able to do what you want to do, having your own decisions, you can't. I always still to this day, I call my father and ask him any kind of advice that I need, whether it's relationship advice, money, anything that I need, I still talk to my dad. But you kind of gotta have a sense of like you gotta have a feel for a person, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna come to you like they're cool as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that guy's cool, man. But you know, everybody has different intentions. So it's like nobody's there. Like, you know, you have your friends that are kind of like, you know, they're gonna help guard those people because they have a sense of jealousy. Like they don't want nobody else in the circle. They don't want nobody else having this much fun with them, and we don't know this guy. So they might help a little bit, but you know, like from a player's perspective, like the game is the life is moving so fast when you're in the league, when you're professional, when you're at in your mind the peak of your life. The game is moving so fast you can't see a lot of things that like your friends and other people can see because they're still regular civilians. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though you're super elevated and propelled into this new life and people are looking at you a certain type of way. So it's like you have to have your own kind of like discernment, you know what I'm saying? Like on who is a good person and who's not a good person. I would just say focus on what got you there. It's not about meeting new people. You know what I'm saying? You have you've the people that are around you that see you crying, seeing your injuries, seeing, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that you're putting into the game. Those are the people that deserve to see, you know, the final, you know, blueprint of what you've built, you know, from the ground up, not from the top down. You know what I mean?
Wow. So I got a question for you, and then maybe Allah, you can tap into this too. How, like, talk about how you got to be professional at all times because a coach can hurt a coach in the right position can hurt a player's image and really damage his career by saying something bad about you.
It really depends. Like, it depends on the coach. It depends on the power of the coach. When you step into, like, I wasn't a college player. I didn't go to college, but I've been around enough practices. I've been around enough players, teammates to ask these questions. And it's like, you know, in college, high school, college, it's a coach's league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I always tell my kids, you can't beat the coach. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat them, man. You can't, especially at that level, you can't beat them. Now, when you get the professions, NFL, NBA is now it's more so of a players league. So
Star Players League.
Star player league. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Star players league.
Star Players League.
So, you know, the star player can get a coach fired if he wanted to, but it's some of these coaches that are so powerful that one word about a player can damage that player's brand. And what people have to understand is when you're in the NBA, when you're in the NFL, you're around your teammates more than you're around your family, more than you're around your wife, your kids, and you know, most of us are heterosexual. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be around women.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We want to be around our wives. We want to be around other. So it's like you're gonna have kind of like those pissing contests, and guys gonna get into it a little bit.
No,
it's gonna be different kind of passionate practices. Depends on playing time with the players. Guys hate to lose.
Yeah.
And I don't care what nobody says. Like, everybody in the league is cold. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the guys that are starting to the 13, 14 man on the bench, they all can play basketball. So being able to have to sit there and in frustration and, you know, cheer on a guy that you want to see him do well, but you also want an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I take all that into consideration. So when I'm the type of person where I was taught never take away from another black man's plate if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If it's not detrimental to your life, like if he's not threatening your life, like, oh, I'm about to die or something like that, or it's like and like you should never do that. You know what I'm saying?
But
because
coach,
it's so hard. It's so hard for us even to get a plate.
Yeah.
It's hard for us even to get a plate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for a person of your race to try to take the plate, help take the plate away from you, is crazy. Like, you got to think about it like that. So that's kind of like the scenarios that go through my mind. But you know, when guys get to that point, most people are selfish thinkers. So they're doing things to preserve and save their job. So it might not have nothing to do with you.
See.
You know what I'm saying? They need a scapegoat. They need somebody to blame it on to save them a couple more years in the league.
Yeah, well, I couldn't coach this kid because he got a head case. Like,
yeah.
how do you?
And it's like you never. And then like, as an owner or as a person that's getting that information back, I would kind of like, is this really, like, who else has been saying this? You know what I'm saying? So this has just been coming from this person. But you know, the word is so powerful could be from that one person that it just doesn't even matter.
Because
his word is bond.
Yeah, because it's costing kids millions of dollars. Yeah. Like having there's people who I've met that I thought was a certain way, but when I met them, like, bro, you ain't like that. Yeah. But a coach said this about the guy, and he lost a lot of money. So how
it's a copycat league. So it's like, once they see somebody win a championship, they feel like, oh, that's the way we got to go to win the championship. In actuality, this team just has certain players that you don't have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like when Golden State was that dynasty that everybody's seen. Every team in the league was like, we got to get a Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson until they understood. It's only one. It's only one Klay Thompson. Yeah. It's only one Stephen Curry.
That's it.
It's only one Draymond Green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help.
It ain't no Draymond Green.
Be that big glue guy that a team needs in order to make it happen. There's only one Looney. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all these guys play a big part, but those were the core guys that kind of stayed and helped win the championship. But people gotta understand is, it can't be a copycat league. Figure it out on your own. Figure out how to win it on your own. You can't win it the way they won it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when San Antonio Spurs was that dynasty, everybody's like, oh, we got to go global, we got to go European. When it was only one Manu Ginobili,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It was only one Tony Parker,
right?
You know, so that's all I have to say about that question for sure.
It's just like Cole. It's just like what I try to teach my kids who going through the process, especially in no matter what sport. Once they get good enough and they start recruiting, and thinking about getting recruited, I let them know, like, you are your brand, and with your brand, you got to understand that when they get in the gym with me, I let them, you can't just build your body. We have to build our mind. You got to be able to bridge these relationships. You finna meet a lot of people, and your objective is you got to get these people liking you, no matter how you feel about them, because they have something you want. We're trying to elevate yourself to a professional. You're trying to get these deals. You're trying to merge these contracts with these companies. That means you got to take personal and self out of it. You got to understand, you got to be able to get there and close this connection, this meeting with these people. So I tell my athletes, hey, man, I don't care what you got going on. You can't shoot no birds in your pictures. We can't do that.
Right.
You can't. Right. I said, it's some stuff I let them know, like, no matter what you feel about the individual, we know we got people in sports and coaches and stuff who we don't think highly of. That's just me being nice.
Yeah, being nice with it.
Being nice with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some real lames out here with some high titles.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And with that being known, that you got to know, that means sometimes you got to use his lameness against him. You know what I mean? I'm for real. I said these schools gonna lie to you. So I tell all my players, hey, we verbally commit to everybody. Don't they keep them 1,000 because they're not gonna tell you they don't really like you.
Yeah.
I had a kid. I had a kid. I'm not gonna put the school out there. I'm not. Yeah. Because I deal with too many schools. But I had a kid drop a kid the day before signing day. They dropped him the day before. What? Cold. The day before Sunday, they told him they picked up another guy, and this kid had been committed to the school for down there a year.
Damn.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. But
it's a business.
And
that's what you gotta kind of reiterate, because even though you telling them, I like how you approaching the subject with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, use it in your advantage, but these organizations make you feel like it's home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to feel like it's a family.
Yeah.
So when you're there for those amount of years, you feel like I'm part of this family.
Right.
Then once they just kick your ass on out the door, you like, that's when kind of like that the feelings come up. You know what I'm saying? And then the personal comes into effect. So once they understand and know, like, look, bro, when you step into this realm, everything is a business.
So how do you deal with that mentally though?
You gotta tell them. Like, mentally, hey man, you know, I don't care how good you feel in whatever moment it is in that organization.
It's business.
It's a business.
It's a business.
I don't care what moments you created for that organization. It's a business. It's a business.
see, I tell my kids, only few people really love you in life. Only few people really genuinely love you, no matter if you successful, a millionaire or not. It's only a few people really love you. Everybody else's love is based on what you doing for them.
Yep, they love what you
What you bring into the table, how they can benefit off you. That's it. So with that being said, we have to teach our kids, they gotta be mentally and emotionally tough first. That's what I've been seeing on the last with the evolve of sports and youth sports. The only thing is, I had to switch even how I train.
Yeah.
I switched.
Everybody.
I had to switch even how I train.
You can't be as hard on them now.
No, I can't.
Because they'll fall into a ditch and you be like, man, this is a kid. I can't get this kid out now.
I realized though I had to go in there and condition their mind and their spirit though. Because now we sending our kids off with all this talent. Because he got training now. He got training that we ain't have. So he got all this talent. He get there, and as soon as the coach tell you, man, you sorry ass motherfucker. Yeah, and then don't speak to him. They gonna say it.
But these parents I'm glad you said that though.
I'm about to go over there.
So these parents gotta understand that let them coach. Once I get my kid off to this trainer, once I get my kid off to this coach, I have to, as a parent, I have to sit back now and just observe, be an observer. And I have to trust what I did. I have to that's the decision that I made as a parent.
That's what we just talked about.
I made this decision. So don't never get mad at the trainer. If anything, if you start building up frustration and feelings, be mad at yourself.
Yep.
Because you passed your child off to these people.
Facts.
And they need to get their ass cussed out sometimes.
No.
Like, seriously. They need it. They need it because guess what? Society is not easy, my guy, and especially not for no black kid.
Life ain't fair.
No.
You got it the hardest. So it's like,
damn, I love that.
You got it the hardest. You gonna get there. You gonna build your kid up. No, don't cuss him out. And then it's gonna be a white dude that has all the power in the world that's gonna call your son a sorry motherfucker. Get your fucking ass on the fucking baseline, and it's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it because now they're committed because they made that decision, and you helped them make the decision to go to that college. So you can't get mad about it.
So and I was gonna talk about that. We talked about this. We talked about it earlier about coaching. We just said that. So basically, what we saying is
same thing you said.
Is what we saw. We saying is what we've seen. It ain't the players. It is the players, but it's the parents.
It's the parents.
It's the parents.
It's the parents.
This is why football and basketball is in this right now. It's just the parents.
So last night I have a program and I planned it, and you will appreciate this because it sounds like your father. We both come from the same situation. I have a father, legendary, and sometimes he's just playing on when he just gonna dog cuss us. and he kind of, and so as I kind of got older, he kind of tell me, yo, like, I'm going off on everybody, especially you good, but I'm just making a point. And sometimes we gotta condition them just like everything else. You condition them to strength, you condition them to speed, condition them to cold, hot. Sometimes you gotta condition them just getting dog cussed.
Yeah.
Just putting pressure on them mentally. Yeah. Just break them down. I had one time my daughter, she was young and she was sick, and she's a little athlete, And I said, well, she can't go to practice. Well, she can't go to practice, Mom. And I said, well, we'll see. And so I told her, I said, look, you sick? She said, I'm sick. I said, I don't give a shit. I said, hey, you got an hour to rest up. All right. So get your bag, put it by the door, and I'm gonna come see you in an hour. She said, okay. And so my wife was, I said, just. So the hour came. She was asleep. I woke up. I said, how you feel? I said, let's go. So she got up, walked to the door. I said, get your bag. She got her bag. I said, all right, just gonna go and lay down. But you gotta you gotta program the fire. You gotta be ready to fire. You gotta be ready to fire because you gotta create almost like your experience. You gotta create a soldier, and your job is to fight and to perform. It's my job, it's our job to pull you out of the fight, right? But we can't have to push you into the fight.
No,
And so, but that's not inherent to being a human. Sometimes you got to condition that fight and will to fight, and I can go no matter if my brain say I can't or my body. I gotta go. My brain got to tell me I can go.
But here go the common denominator, and all of us, all y'all saying is, y'all had a father.
That's what I'm saying.
You had a father. Like imagine if you wasn't there.
Yeah, you heard what he said his wife said.
Right,
No.
Yeah, imagine you wasn't there.
No.
So that leads my next question. So this is a transition, man, from all of us. Josh, in particular, you in the NBA. How old were you when you got married?
25.
So you was young. You was super young. You was super young when you got married.
Young.
Super young.
Super.
And then you had a
Super
child.
duper.
You had a child. And then you had...
Well, I had a child at, 19. I had my first child.
Oh, so you had...
18, 19.
Wow. So you had a child at 19.
I got four by my wife, though.
By your wife, yeah.
So a daughter and 3 boys.
How was that, man? Like what when you had a child and then you got married, how did your approach towards basketball change?
Well, I'm still playful to this day, but this like when I got serious about basketball, super serious when I had my daughter. I was like, it's not a game anymore. Like I gotta provide. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? It was always bigger than me, but once you have your kids and you get your spouse, it's like sacrifices are made. You know what I'm saying? So I really locked in when it came to basketball that much more. And then when I had my son, well, she was pregnant with my son, my first son, and that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna propose to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the right thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the process might have been backwards in everybody's eyes, but I did it the right way, how I saw fit for myself. She moved down after she graduated college. Well, she still was in college, but
When'd you meet her though? When'd you meet her?
I met her like my senior year in high school when I was at Oak Hill.
But that's the difference, though. That's the difference. He met her.
I was at Oak Hill. I went to
Senior.
Kentucky one time with Rondo. Rajon Rondo was my roommate, my best friend to this day. But we was on break. I was like, man, I'm gonna go to Kentucky. So we went to Kentucky, and then I seen her. We went to the shoe store. I seen her in the little shoe store. You know what I mean? I said something to her then, but I didn't really go crazy because my hair wasn't cut. Back in the day that meant something. You had that fade, crispy. You know what I'm saying?
It did.
So, but I like maybe a couple months after that, we started kind of communicating with each other, and the rest was history.
You think now? Do you think you could have got married if you didn't meet her before you got into the league though?
You said which one now?
No, I'm saying if you didn't meet her,
I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't.
So I'm saying,
I probably wouldn't have. No.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
no, I probably wouldn't have. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's and then
it's different when you meet somebody before you had that.
And it was different back then because it wasn't like she knew who I was because she was from Louisville, Kentucky. High school, it's like Instagram wasn't social media was not a real thing. It wasn't even around. So, like I feel kind of bad for these new cats. You know what I'm saying?
Because you in high school,
like they got Instagram.
She would know who you was.
Like these,
nowadays.
yeah, absolutely. So it's like, you know, I mean, it's kind of hard, man. Like I said, man, I don't know if I don't know if I would have got married if I didn't meet her before that.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't know.
What about you? How you meet your wife?
Well, mine was a different cause. I had the same thing. My mom is the matriarch, the person responsible for my relationship with God. So obviously my mom could sing. So she got on my head. I've always been in the whip, you know, getting called. My mom told me one Saturday, she was like, get up. You got to go to a choir rehearsal. I was like, choir rehearsal?
Oh, man, she did me like that, too. My mama tried to do me like that, too.
Look, and I'm driving. Man. You forget, Cole.
I'm 6'5". I'm like, nah.
Yeah, she not even dropping me off. She told me, like, you got to drive, man, get up, go to choir rehearsal, don't even come back. Like, my mom was the type, she going to be on your head. You don't even want to stay with her.
I told my mama, whoop me. That's what's like, boy, you crazy. I was like, nah, whoop me. I ain't going. Like, do what you got to do. I was willing to take the punishment.
I went to choir rehearsal. I walk in the concession. I walk in the choir stand. You know, the tenors and stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody the tenors. I looked down the road. I said, what is that over there? God did it for me. I'm in the right place today. And without my wife, though, without my wife, I couldn't do what I do because y'all know I train a lot of single moms.
Yeah. Facts.
A lot of moms. A lot.
Yeah.
Like, nobody got no more moms than me. Nobody no more moms than me. I train a lot of moms. All coast sports.
Yeah.
I got a lot of park ball program, a lot of moms. And my wife totally trusts me and that I'm walking in my gift. And so she prepares me. Anybody else? Oh, no. Just with my DM. Just with my phone alone. I'm going to get text messages at 12, one about somebody's kid misbehaving. Some, it's going to go on. But my wife, she totally trusted me in growing the brand. And without her, I couldn't do it. Without my wife, oh, no, man. How the landscaper is now, and we outnumbered out here. And how many? And I thank God for y'all real kings. I thank God for y'all real kings, but y'all know in the community is a lot of us not in the household.
Yeah, no.
So without my wife, whew, it'd been rough.
Yeah. So all right, so my next question then, man, and this is for you, Josh, because like what I'm seeing is, and what's disappointing to me is football and basketball players. I'm seeing people not give back to their community. Like I'm talking about, we live in Atlanta. And I see dudes in the strip clubs, in the clubs, spending money, but I don't see them same men getting back to the community. But Josh and y'all give back. So explain to me, Josh, what made you say, I'm gonna give back? Because like what you do, you don't gotta do it. Like you give back. I mean, like I told my son, I said, man, you getting coached by Josh Smith, bro. You got Rondo Hall of Famer talking to you, coaching you. Like that's a true blessing. Like, so why you give back, Josh? You don't have to, bro. You could just be chilling like everybody else. Why you get back?
It's my purpose. You know what I'm saying? But onto the men going to strip clubs. You know that's giving back to them single mothers. Them single mothers, man. So they being blessings to single mothers too. So I'm trying to. Y'all stay out them athletes' business, man. So let them folks
right off of ties.
Yeah, that's a tithe and offering. That's a tithe and offering if you want to look at it.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving, out the kindness of my heart. So
I done donated a lot.
I kind of feel like, y'all looking at it the wrong way. So, but on to me giving back. I mean, it's just my purpose, man. I'm not even gonna say a lie. When I was playing, it was F them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, man, I want to experience life. I was a kid, wanted to experience life. So guys that are in those positions that have the opportunity to give back, you kind of gotta take a step back and understand where they are at in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, nobody was able to see how they got there. Yeah. And it was a lot of not going places, not doing stuff with their homeboys, not going to this little kickback with their friends, not going to the movies with this one girl because he got to get in the gym an extra couple hours. So now he's a man, he wants to experience life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative to the kids and to the players that have AAU programs, that have the 7-on-7 programs. That's a way of giving back. But nothing but athletes and players, y'all have to understand nothing is more important than your own time being invested into these kids. That's only if you genuinely care about their future. So that's what's going on in my life and Rondo's life. Rondo was a guy that was solely concerned with his kids and his kids only. And when he got into this AAU world, he gained some more sons. He gained some daughters in the volleyball world. So you don't know how passionate you are until you're involved and you're around those kids for that year or a couple years, and now you're like, man, this is something that I wanna apply to my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. I didn't know until I started. I made an AAU team maybe like 3 years ago, and the kids weren't that good. They were all football players, but they played hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? They ran through walls for me, and I'm like, it took me to be like, I want to be a developer. You know what I'm saying? I want to develop these kids, and like you said, you're developing more so than just the skill set. You're helping them with their mental, their approach to the game. The mental is more important, strengthening than anything else because of where you're taking them to, where they're about to be headed. You have to be mentally strong to be able to deal with all those personalities, all those fake people that's trying to get in your business, acting like they're your friends. So you got to deal with a lot of things. So mentally, strengthening and understanding the importance of everything is more so important than anything.
Yeah, but Josh, you ain't. He talking real humble right now, y'all. Josh mentors a lot of people. He ain't telling y'all this, bro. No, I'm serious. Like Josh mentors a lot of NBA players. Nobody knows this, but I know it because I see him doing it. Like talk to us about how you mentored Anthony Edwards and you mentored some other NBA players, man. But you don't. He don't publicize this part though. All right, so I want people to know this. He mentors a lot of NBA players, a lot of guys that's not in the NBA, kids that are 9-year-old, 10-year-olds, kids that he's took into his own. Like talk to the world about that, man, because I need people to know that about you. You mentor a lot of guys, bro.
It's just like when I played in the league and when I was giving back to my community, doing stuff for the women and battered women and children, doing other things for the YMCA. Different. I never publicized. I never called a news anchors. Hey, come over here. I need y'all, because I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart, and I'm getting more gratification seeing them succeed than me getting the acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So them being successful is the only gratification that I need to let me know that I've done something for my community and for these parents and this kid that's gonna change their lives beyond their wildest dreams. Like, people don't understand, like, when you make it to the NBA, NFL, that's like, man, it's so euphoric. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's something that is like, it's the best feeling in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So having the parents, having a kid understand that, and me, I feel like you said, it's God, bro. Like, you come into my life is God. You know what I'm saying? Like, with your son. Like, I don't really kind of go out all the time chasing kids and stuff like that, because I know what I bring to the table. I have a couple of kids in high school that have potential to make it professionally. My son is turning the corner with that too as well. He's in 10th grade. He's 6'5". He's turning the corner. He's starting to lock in. He's starting to become passionate about the game. So he's giving himself an opportunity too by doing that. So I just try to do it, like you said, behind closed doors, under the radar, because once they pop out and they make it, they'll know who my kids are. You know what I'm saying? They'll definitely know who my kids are and who I reached. Kentavious Caldwell Pope was one of my rookies back in the day when I was with Detroit. Another kid that's a two-time champion, a hell of a veteran now that's passing the information on to the guys in Orlando. Probably was doing it in Denver too. So those are the things that I'm happy about. I can hang my hat on.
Yeah, Coach. One thing that being around a lot of successful athletes, Josh can attest to it, that money don't give you maturity. And when you ask about why some players don't give back
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
the
like
question.
that, because they haven't got the maturity to understand to get blessed, you got to be a blessing. And that's when you're gonna know if you're really trying to chase the bag and trying to chase ultimate success and ultimate impact in this life. You got to understand, I got to be a blessing. I got to open these hands up, because as long as I try to keep these hands closed and don't give, I ain't gonna receive either. So when I know kids start to give back when they've matured and they've realized that I have to give back to my people for me to keep being blessed. That's gonna keep me from being injured. That's gonna keep me out of trouble. That's gonna keep me out of places where I shouldn't be. That's gonna keep me in the house, because I have a mindset of giving back and being that role model for my community. So they keep me out the way of a lot of stuff. That education was given to me by, like you said, you have coaches, dads, you have to have people in your circle that's maturing you and growing you as you elevate and progress with your bag. And all players don't have that. Some people circle, we see AB, everybody's circle's not made of the same people.
Yeah.
So then they
Yeah.
make certain decisions and they focus go on different things in life. But when you got the right people around you,
Yeah.
that's why it's important. Your foundation is important as a kid. These coaches and that you allow around your children is because that person is going to give your kid the mindset to have the heart to give back and be a blessing. That's going to keep him out the way. That's going to keep him from getting in trouble. That's going to keep him giving and receiving. Because you already know if he got a platform, his brand is that he's a blessing, giving back to his community. A lot of people gonna want to partner up with him and do business with him because his brand is good. So it all comes with maturity. It all
Okay,
comes
so
with
how do
So,
I
Derek,
know.
too, though,
Go
to
ahead.
piggyback on that too, a lot of these kids nowadays, they're not starting their foundation from the ground up. They're starting it from the top down. You get what I'm saying? So we're kind of like the last little few that are teaching our kids foundation is built from the ground up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, can you imagine a house being built from the top down?
Wow. There's
You
no
know,
way.
one little gust of wind, that house is gone.
it's gone.
You know what I'm saying? So, and once again, that relates to the parents. That relates to the accessibility of social media. You need that tough love, and it's not God. It's not us just cussing your kid out. It's tough love.
Yeah.
It's called tough love, man. And you know me, I'm gonna be the kid. My kids' biggest cheerleaders when they do things right on the court, and
Sure.
but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna police their ass off when they mess up, and they're not great teammates at sometimes, or they miss they miss a guy that's wide open on the wing. Like, I'm teaching realistic stuff, but these guys have to start and understand that a house is just like you. You're a house. You're your own house. You don't want to build a glass house, and you don't want to build a fragile house. You got to build it from the ground up.
Okay, so before we end, I'm going to ask y'all two questions, man. Both y'all. So, what would you tell your 18-year-old? Well, she was 18. You was in the league already, man. So I'm going to go. What would you tell your 15-year-old self? What would you tell your 18-year-old self? Right, like something you would say, hey, do this right here, and this is going to carry you. And then also, what would you tell parents? Because what would you tell parents right now, just to words of advice? You first, Outlaw.
Okay. One thing I tell my young self is stay locked in on your goals and finish them. Just work. Just be relentless on your goals. Put blinders on. Put blinders on everything else. No plan B. No plan C. What your plan A is, be that. And then let everything in your life grow off that. Be who you want to become. Be who you want to be. Lock in. Become that person. And then let everything else grow off that. Okay. And parents.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh,
Because
Jesus,
you know.
I'm a one.
Say
I'm one. This is my biggest thing I want to tell parents. Parents, understand that all our objectives and goals should be to make our kids better than us. Not like us, better than us.
Okay.
And like Josh said, we have to do that with love. And love is tough.
Yeah.
Love is sometimes making your kid not gonna like you. Know your kid not gonna like you after you make them the decision. They're not gonna like you, but you gotta understand, you gotta make decisions for your kid to be better than you. And that's whatever fashion it is. And I'm talking about financially, relationship-wise, not just as an athlete, but all areas of their life.
Facts.
Push them to be better than you.
Facts.
You know, we grown. We
Facts.
know what we could have did better.
Oh, yeah.
What we could have did more of or
yeah.
less of. We all know where we could look back and say, man, I could have did that different. Well, this how you do it different with your kid. Make your kid a better man, a better husband, a better father, a better cousin, a better teammate. Make them better. And that's what I tell. And look, and do it with no apologies. I don't care if your kid know that you ain't got a good job and you smoke and you drink. Well, tell him he can't, because you can't be like me. You got to be better than me. I don't care if your kid know you got multiple baby mamas. Let him know he can't have multiple baby mamas, 3 or 4 baby mamas. He got to be better than me. See, that's what we got. We can't be afraid. We got to be transparent. We can't be afraid that our kids look at us or lesser than, or he might look at him and think he better than me. Now, I don't want that coach to look better than me. I'm his dad. I want him to look at me. No, don't be. If that coach doing a better job at life than you, then tell your son, be like that coach. So you can't be scared to do that because I don't want him to look bad. I don't want to, man, fuck that. I tell my kids, listen, I need you better than me 100 times over.
Right.
Financial, relationship, man, I'm a boss.
Yeah.
Man, your mama great.
Yeah.
I still want you greater than us. I got 7 kids. I want you to have 30 kids.
Yeah.
I tell them stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
We got to be afraid. We can't be afraid to push the envelope and raise the bar on our kids. We can't be afraid of that, Cole.
I appreciate that, man. Josh, man, let's go, man. Your young self, man, what would you tell your young self at 18 years old before you got to the league, man, or 15 years old?
Man, enjoy the process. Enjoy it. You know, it goes by so fast. But you blink. Our 13 years, it felt like, you know, you know what I mean? It happened so fast. So I would say live in the moment, because I'm always thinking ahead. I'm always 5-10 years ahead of thinking. So I would say as a player, enjoy the process, live in the moment, and you know, that's the only thing I probably have to tell myself. Cause
All right. Man, what would you tell parents, man? Because I know we all deal with it, man, and it's a different situation where how parents are acting now, and we want to give parents some real good advice, man, or some tough advice, man. But talk to these parents, man. Tell them something, please.
Just if you trust your own judgment, leave the coaches, leave the trainers alone. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of bullshit out here now. Don't get me wrong. Now, there is a lot of guys that are trying to make an occupation out of something that it should be a purpose behind.
Yeah.
But I would have to just say, trust the process. Limit your kids. If we talking sports, right? Limit their social media ability, because that also plays a big role in being confident, and you know what I'm saying, and being. I feel like it creates so many insecurities.
They do.
On social media, because
Great haters, man.
everything like somebody always send me something to me, read the comments. I'm like, I'm not reading no fuck. I don't read comments, bro. Like, that's the problem. That's y'all problem.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go straight to the comments. Like, man, damn. And it's from a random page. Like, I'm not reading no comment, bro. Like, so I'm like, you gotta, like you said, be like, instill confidence in your kids. Because so much of the world is going to tear them down. They're going to challenge them mentally, that you don't have to do it at home. Uplift your kids. Be a parent and not a friend. There's too many friends out here that's trying to be parents. And then and they got, what parents got to understand is, once they leave your house, under your roof, they're still a reflection of you.
Yep.
So keep that in mind when you're disciplining them, and you want to be a friend instead of a parent. So take all of that stuff into consideration.
Man, that's a good one, man. You got anything, Buck, man? You want to end it? You want to finish it off?
Oh man, I mean, I think the common thread is the fatherhood and the leadership that is invaluable. And I like that you are transparent. I think you are a very intuitive person, and I think when you talk about your father, and you upfront and say, this is what my father was, this is what my father wasn't.
Yes.
A lot like what you're saying. And I think you are able, because of that, to take everything, all the wisdom that he had for you, you are able to just take it all, right? And you can see that manifest now in without saying passing judgment or saying, well, I can't listen to you because.
Right.
You know,
right.
and that's what I see today, not just with that, but just with, you know, nothing can be taken at face value because of conditions. Right? This guy, you see a guy's the best player you ever seen. Well, he's not really that good because of these conditions.
Right.
Or he's not, or he's bad because of these conditions, or that person's a good person, a bad person. You know, you're able to see what things were and take it. And then, you know, again, your situation, a lot of times we become sometimes, hopefully, the best of our fathers. And I respect my father to the fullest. Like I said, I think he's the greatest leader I've ever been around. He's a legendary coach and touched thousands of lives. And, you know, when you have that, we have a responsibility as the son of men like that to, A, not ever resent that, B, not ever be afraid to give them their flowers, because when you do that, you can emulate the best of them, and then you can, like you said, really in a very loving way, be competitive in the things that they've done, and try to be as great to people without being in conflict with them. So I really admire you men for what you're doing, because, you know, what we talk about all the time, and some of the issues that we see, if we had more of this, you know, it wouldn't save the world per se, but we could save we could save our world.
Yeah, right,
We
right.
could save our immediate world.
We'll bring
and
some
that's all
cloth
you-
back. We'll bring some original cloth back.
No,
you
for
know,
sure.
that
For
cloth
sure.
has been is getting extinct. So
Nah, for sure.
we'll
for
bring
sure.
some original cloth back. Now we'll bring some real.
Nah, man.
You
Nah,
know,
man. I just want to thank y'all, man. To me, this is a blessing for me, because I learned something about Josh that I didn't know. Something about Outlaw I didn't know. You know, Josh has mentored my son, and he's hard on my son, and I love it. Outlaw, I met him through other people, because he did a good job training people that was in my program, and it was never any like the thing is, and I want to sum this up, man. Like, when I look at people, I look at how can I partner with them. I don't look at well, oh, he got this kid, what is he not doing? I look at how can I partner with you, not how can I tear him down or find something about him that say he ain't that's good. And I think we got to get to that, man. We live in a hater society right now. Young kids are hating on young kids more than ever. Like, when I grew up,
it's at an all-time high.
we played on teams.
Like I got a kid that it said he plays high school basketball. He's at Norcross, and my son and him, and I got another kid, but this kid is special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know through developing, you know, other people have, but you know how when you see that, so it's like, you know, as a, you know, I'm sitting back and I'm kind of observing, you know what I'm saying, like some of his teammates, you know what I'm saying, and some of them, they all cool. Oh yeah, they all rocking. Man had one good game, like one, like it was like imminent. He was the best player, like.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys just showing their true colors. I'm like, damn. I thought y'all was partners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought y'all was cool. Like, damn, like, do y'all understand that y'all gonna need every bit of each other in order to get something accomplished? Like, in order to win state or
Everybody gotta
whatever,
play
y'all, everybody is gonna be needed. So if you thinking, I'm always, it's like, I gotta play, you gotta play, I gotta play, right? We all got plates, right? We all getting food put on our plates, right? But if I'm always looking over there at your
Hey, man,
plate,
why you got more than me,
and
man?
I got food on my plate though.
Right.
I'm a starve. Right. Looking over here at Charles, like, hold on. He got one more scoop than me. He got another. Hold on. He got more size. Hold on. I need more size. No, the name of the game does not work like that. Football, basketball, in life, it's a pecking order. So it's like, you know, it's gonna be top tier. It's gonna be tier 1, tier 2. You gotta be appreciative that you just getting a plate.
That's
be
so
happy
real,
you
man.
getting a plate, bro, and you getting some kind of food.
That's so real.
At least
man.
you're not starving.
Yes, man. I just want to get us back to when we played ball. We loved each other. And maybe one person on the team had a problem, but for the most part, we all cared about each other and we loved each other, man. Like that's what we got to get back to. And it's to me, for me, it's two things I can take from this whole talk. One, you got to have a father figure in your life. All right, somebody. If it ain't your real father, some father figure got to be in your life because there's no way these guys have this knowledge right here without having a father figure. Two, parents, you gotta find the right situation and sit back and let the guy coach. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. If we can do those two things right there, man, we can change the whole generation. Yep. All right, son. All right, y'all, man. I just want to say thank y'all again, man. This is the Tatum Talk Show, man. I'm here, man, with Buck Fitzgerald, Brandy Outlaw, Josh Smith, man. Good is the enemy of great, guys. If you want to see more of this, please hit the subscribe button, share, and comment. Thank y'all.